Hello, welcome to the fourth episode of the D-Series Pattern Drafting Guide by the Leatherpreneur. This video will guide you on how to draft the pattern and make your own version of this mini bag. Without wasting much time, let's get right into it. Please note that all measurements are in centimeter. All measurements used are also written on the screen, so follow the video closely as well as the measurements and written instructions. First, let's make the pattern for the flap. For curves that are not symmetrical, such as this one, which is a curve of 6 cm by 4 cm, I prefer to use a French curve instead of a round object like I normally use. Next, let's make the pattern for the sides. Don't also forget that you'll be needing 2 leather pieces of this when making the actual bag, so you need to indicate that boldly on your pattern. Next, we make the pattern for the body. This pattern is made up of the front, the base, and the back. These 2 points here are just guide points for the flap placement before sewing. Next is the pattern for the gusset. This part attaches to the side of the bag and it is what gives the bag 80% of its uniqueness. Lastly, we make the pattern for the top handle. Yeah, we are done. Looks pretty simple, right? For beginners who may want to try this out but are not too sure on how to assemble and sew, I'll give you a few tips next. You need to cut out 4 pieces of the gusset and sew 2 of them to the main body of the bag like this. Make sure the gusset goes 0.5 cm in underneath the main body. It is important that the gusset placement is not more than half of a centimeter inwards. Next, when making the flap, trace out the handle and lock points using your pattern. Attach the handle, fix the grommet as well as the female part of your lock. If you are using a bigger grommet, you may need to increase the width of the handle while drafting the pattern in order to accommodate the grommet size. After finishing the flap, attach it to the main body. Use the guidelines I talked about earlier. After that, install the main part of the padlock on the body of the bag. Once you are done, the complete body of your bag is ready. For the sides, cut out 2 pieces and stitch these corners together. Stitch it very close to the edges just to close up these parts. After that, attach the sides to the gusset. Please watch carefully as the right sides of your leather must face each other when joining the side and the gusset. Finally, join all the pieces together. If your measurements are accurate, all parts should align properly. This is all for this episode. This bag is very unique and I recommend combining two complementary colors when making it. Here's also a short list of items you will be needing to make this bag. You can also use substitutes for items you do not have access to on this list. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll make sure I respond to them as soon as possible. Before you go, give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Leatherpreneur so that you can suggest the next design to be drafted in this series. For leather crafting resources, contests, tutorials, and tools, see the description for links you can follow. Thank you and see you in the next episode.